10, 12-year-olds. They believe that the Earth won't even exist when they grow up. Thanks, Al Gore.
What are some other jaw-dropping statistics that when you found, you're like, wow, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad.
Right. Well, okay, so, you know, the eco-radical agenda with kids is such a great place for them to really get at the heartstrings of children. And so it's everywhere from Nickelodeon and Disney and all of their Big Help and all their stuff to get kids involved, directs kids to websites that are some of the most radical ecology websites on the web. But one of the statistics I found that was kind of scary was children, pre-teenagers, about a third of them believe that the Earth won't even exist when they grow up. These are like 10, 12-year-olds. They believe that the Earth won't even exist when they grow up. Thanks, Al Gore. I mean, really? This is how we raise an optimistic people, a people who, you know, feel like they have a heart for solving problems. We're actually creating anxiety in our children because of all this nonsense that's really associated with pursuing a political agenda. So if you can get kids really scared and they go home and talk to their parents, and you can try and get parents to see things the way the children are seeing it. And Gore himself, when speaking to a group of children a couple of years ago, said as much, that you know, you kids know more than your parents know, and so you have to be the ones to teach them. So, you know, the environmental lobby is just so incredibly effective when it comes to children that there's almost, it's almost impossible to convince a kid otherwise. My daughter had to watch a movie called The Human Footprint in her science class, which is a product of National Geographic. And it should have been called The Big, Bad, Evil, Anti-American, Anti-Capitalist Footprint, because that's really what the movie was about. But it was meant to, you know, show visually all the ways in which we overconsume, we here in the United States, and how our lifestyle and our way of life is so much more advantageous than to others in the world, as though we should feel guilty and bad about that, and not that we should try and spread that goodness around the world. So.
Is the book geared more towards parents and grandparents, or for people who are in their teens and 20s as well?
You know what? This is a political book. It is not a parenting book at all. It is a pretty big departure from what I've written in the past, from books I've written in the past. But I really felt like I was being tugged that way, because I could no longer just write, you know, nice stories about raising kids. I really had to address what is on my heart, which is that I'm worried about the world my children are going to have to be leading someday. So no, it's even a book for single guys who don't have kids yet, because it's a book about what your future looks like. Well, there you go, Jason. You're going to edit that out. Because it really is a book about what your future looks like in the young people that you'll have to hire and that you'll be surrounded with and that you'll be responsible for, because they won't work for themselves.
And the book is called Don't Let the Kids Drink the Kool-Aid, Confronting the Left's Assault on Our Families, Faith, and Freedom. My good friend and colleague, Mary Beth Hicks. Thanks for joining Human Events for an interview.
Jason. It was fun. Happy birthday.
Thank you.